Welcome to episode 1 of the remaking of Earthtones 1. This is the first album I put out kind of around the COVID era, and it's been a long time. I didn't know anything about mixing. I'm still learning, but those recordings are terrible. I insist that you don't go listen to them, but if you do, you'll be able to contrast them with the remake I'm about to make. So I'm going into those old sessions and I'm re-recording, retracking, remixing everything. It's not a remaster, it's a total redoing. I'm going to be redoing basically all my old stuff with my new knowledge of mixing, which isn't great. I'm still learning. I still need gear, right? I've got some pretty bare bones stuff, which I'll be going over, I think. So like and subscribe, hit the bell so you can keep up to date. Every now and then I'm going to release an episode on my way to remastering the whole album. I'm going to learn as I go. This is the first kind of video I've ever shot, so bear with me here. But if you want to see what it looks like for an underground artist to kind of make their own music better than they did before, then this might be the series for you. So stay tuned. I appreciate your support. Like and comment. If you have any questions or tips, I could use some advice. Leave them down below. Yeah, let's get into it. So I'm working on a song called The New Born Again now, and I'm currently toying with the idea of adding in a layer of acoustic guitars. I'm not quite sure about it though. I think I like it, but I don't know. This is what it sounds like. So it really fills it out. It adds some high end to it. Whereas earlier in the song it was kind of sitting lower. Vocals were sitting up here. Like guitar and bass are here, vocals are here, and then synth is up here. It's kind of nice separation. But then up here gets filled out more later in the song as it gets more energetic. And then towards this kind of final chorus section, it's got some dynamics, it's got some contrast, which was the idea. You almost get to put on a second set of ears for yourself when you're listening to something with somebody. So I'm always looking for somebody to show what I'm working on, so I can hear it in a different way. Even though you're listening to the exact same recording, just the fact that somebody else is sitting there listening with you, you hear it differently. And I think that's probably the most beneficial thing to learning to make music, is actually getting people's opinions on it and not being scared of criticism and even ridicule. You might suck. You're not going to be amazing at it right off the bat, right? So it's nice to know that you suck, and then as you get better, you get a real confirmation that you're getting better. That's much better than just thinking you're amazing off the bat, just to give yourself the confidence to keep going. That's what I think anyways. So I'm thinking I like the acoustic guitar. I might just bring it down a little bit. One thing I'm learning to do is leave the mixing till later. I tend to waste a lot of time mixing as I track. That's another thing you'll be hearing me focus on in this series, which is optimizing my time. In the past, it's taken me like a year to put out 5-song EPs. One of the things I need to be more efficient with is my workflow. So my thought process is now, since I tend to do a lot of my thinking as I'm literally tracking, no wonder I make so many mistakes doing that. I'll just focus on guitars. I'll just track all the guitars for the whole album first. Essentially, I've already done step one, which has gone through all the MIDI. I think I kind of done that. So maybe if I haven't done all of that, I might check that before I start going through guitars. But that's step one, I think, is fix the MIDI stuff. And by MIDI stuff, I mean piano, synth, drums, that stuff. Step two, retrack all the guitars. I guess that's the plan so far. And then I'll leave vocals to last. So this is what I've done so far. Blue is our guitars here. Acoustic guitars, electric guitars. Nice and simple. It's easier for me to get a nice mix with less. I can just kind of make it sound a little bit more organic, a little bit more separated if there's just not so much going on. So I'm taking a less is more approach, and I find that I'm getting a better result from doing that. I mean, just to show you, nothing going on in here. Just the only guitar plugin that I use. Neural DSP archetype John Petrucci, and this plugin is a powerhouse, perfect for all the sounds that I like to have. Two different choruses. I got a chorus pedal here, and then I got this kind of rack chorus here too. And sometimes I want one over the other, and sometimes I want both, you know. But I love chorus. Love the 80s Strat guitar sound. But I also like some heavier stuff. I also like some more Gibson-y, Les Paul-y kind of sounds for my rhythm stuff. But with this plugin, I find I can get all of that, including acoustic guitar stuff. I strongly recommend checking this plugin out because this is meant for piezo pickups or even single coil pickups to try to make it sound like an acoustic guitar. But I found it's also great for an acoustic guitar. Super versatile plugin. It's the only one I use. I might get more someday, but it's the only one I need right now. And I guess final thing here is my MIDI stuff. I double track bass. I get like a nice low end and high end kind of thing. You do lose something when you're tracking bass, drums, and synth all just MIDI. It's a little bit robotic, but it gets the job done for me. My synth sound, I doubled the synth left and right. So I think guitars are done for the new Born Again, at least for now. I'm gonna kind of listen through later and see if it needs anything else, but I think I'm done, so I'm gonna move on to a different song. So if you hear anything or have any tips or absolutely hate it, let me know, and I'll see what I can do in the next one. So the next one I decided to work on was Time Flies, but I don't even know if I decided, but I just kind of went with the songs I felt like I would be able to just redo the quickest and simplest. Now, I've re-recorded a lot of the guitars already, but this one, pretty simple. I'm just replacing the guitar tracks, all but one. The guitar solo. I liked it. I want to keep it. It's kind of an ode to the original attempt to record this album. So I think I'm going to keep it. It'll just need some mixing, I think. And I see it's in mono. So I'll have to figure something out there. I may need to re-record it, but I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to save it. All right. Well, correcting the MIDI starts with isolating the track, throwing on the metronome or the click, and just listening through for parts that don't line up with the click very well. It's MIDI, right? So you want it to sound as natural as possible. So I'm not just going to open up my piano roll here, highlight everything, and just hit quantize. I'm not going to do that because that'll make it sound too robotic, and I've got stuff in here that's like not perfect, and I don't want it to be perfect, you know. So I'm going to do the daunting and tedious process of listening through with the click to see where things can not only be more on time, but also more natural. If I'm really trying to be meticulous, I might look at the guitar here and line this up. You see how the guitar chord comes in a little late here. So I might look at my takes and see if I got a guitar take that lines up a little nicer, but they're both late. So that's clearly just the feel of the song. So that's what I'll do with this MIDI piano, is I'm going to make it late. And I can line it up with the guitar chords here like that. See, this one came in super early, but it seems like the guitar did as well. Yeah, you can see that right here, the guitar coming in early. Yeah, it's like this because I did actually perform this MIDI track, like I did play through it. But it's pretty cool that you can use MIDI to go back and literally alter every single note exactly how you want it. So we're going through the stereo system now. I might as well show it to you. This is just an old stereo. It's an old JVC, if you can see that in there. I don't know how old. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about stereos, but I've got this with a sub on the floor and two old monitors. They're pretty good. They're a little old school though. Anyways, onward. Alright, so I fixed up the MIDI. It's tedious. I don't really expect anybody to want to see that, so I didn't film it. So, but I fixed it up, quantized, fixed the velocities. That means timing and dynamics, like how loud and soft. I suppose I could go through with the strings as well. I've got a string section in this song, but I haven't really heard anything, so I'm just gonna leave that for now. I also think I've fixed it already. You know what? Saying that out loud, no, I should really look at it. There's not that much either. Okay, let me look at that real quick, then we'll move on. All right, so I've gone through all the MIDI stuff and I quantized it. Now that the guitars have so much more low end than they did before, I actually ended up raising the string section an octave to help everything sit a little bit. So that's about all I have time for today. This video is getting a little long. I was planning on trying to keep these episodes within 10 minutes. But this being the first one, my first crack at it, and the introduction, it makes sense it's a little longer. I've got some editing for this video to do, maybe a couple of guitar takes, but they're sounding pretty good. So with guitar and MIDI out of the way for these two songs, episode 2 is going to be about another 2 songs. Those 2 songs will be Overtime and Stormy Weather. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment and a like and subscribe and all that stuff if this kind of thing is something you want to keep update on. If you already subscribe, thanks for checking this style of video out. And let me know how I'm doing. If you have any tips or critiques, I'd love to hear them. And of course, anything I'm doing right will point me in the right direction. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in episode number 2. Thanks, guys. Peace.